What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I guess today would be part 3 of putting the SX together. We're finally working on mounting the motor. If I have time, it's already late. It's about 5 o'clock right now, so I only got a couple hours of daylight left. I've been working on a motor plate and figuring out how to mount the motor, but I got that pretty much worked out. I think I know what I'm going to do now. But yeah, we'll call it part 3 since we already got the far driver kit done, all wired up. And then we got, in the last video, we got, the dropouts done. And in this video, we're going to get the motor and possibly the controller. We'll find out. If not, that's going to be super easy to slap in. And then we'll do a part 4 where we tune it up, go for some test rips, and finally get this thing moving. I'm pretty excited. So let me show you guys what I got going on. All right. So as you can see back there, the 2 bolts, I made a motor plate, and I'm going to use this little crossbar as an advantage point. So what I did was take some that 3/8 steel I used for the dropouts and grinded it out so that way it fits nice around there. That way I can weld around it, and then I can weld the plate to this piece right here. Then I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna weld like a strap across here. It might be a little ugly, and then if all else fails and the motor still isn't sturdy, I'll just take like what do they call it, band clamps, and band clamped it around here. Might be a little ugly, but you know, function over beauty. But yeah, check it out, running nice and straight. Oh, looks super good. I'm so ready to get this thing rolling. But yeah, still got to figure out, I think I'm going to cut that stud off right there and bring it over. That way I can use the stock tensioner. I'm not going to go completely without the tensioner. I think those are a vital, they have a vital role with these motor mounted swing arms. Helps a lot, and especially when you got tight spots when you're going around. That's going to help pick up any of the slack once you hit the loose spots. But yeah, guys, it's coming together. I still have a lot to weld on the dropouts, of course, too. So, you know, as soon as I get the motor in place and tacked in, I'll go ahead and remove everything and start just welding it all in. But yeah, I figured I'd show you guys where I'm at. I've been sitting in here for a couple hours just messing around with the grinder. I'll take it all apart and show you guys what I did. But yeah, literally just a grinder, a Sharpie, and using my eyeballs. Cool. Let me take these pieces off and show you guys, because I got to get in there, do some prep work, make sure it's all nice and shiny so I can weld it nice and clean. So show you guys real quick. Cut this out. Look at that fit, man. Oh dang, that's beautiful. And then of course I have my motor plate, which was pretty easy. I just figured out the diameter of this inside lip for the shaft, and then you divide it by 2 to figure it out. And then basically, time out, where is it? Okay, I had to run and find it real quick. So basically I just use this, what do they freaking call them? I use this to scribe the circle. So I'll keep this point down, and then I'll do a circle around the steel, make a little scratch with it, and that'll give you pretty much a perfect circle. And then what I do is I just take my grinder with a grinding disc and I go to town. I do use a Sharpie, and I'll mark the inside of the circle with the Sharpie. That way I know how far I need to go in. That way I don't go too far. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Same thing with this one right here. As you can see, it's not perfect. This was a scrap piece, But yeah, I mean, you can get down with just a grinder, no problem. Cool. So I need to go in here. I need to shave all that away, get all the paint off so I can weld to it, get all this lined up nice and straight, all that good stuff. Throw down some tacks, get it where I want it, and then from there, take it all apart, start welding her together. Alright guys, I'm all clean where I need to be. Got this all sanded down. I took the old tensioner post and I got rid of it. Turns out that thing is inserted and then welded, so that's interesting. Pain in the butt to get it off. But I sanded some more down here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this longer Allen bolt, focus, and what I'll end up doing is welding it somewhere up here. Of course, I'll drill my tiny hole for the spring to go in, because if you notice right where my finger is, that's where the spring originally goes for tension on the tensioner. So yeah, I'll do something along the lines of that, because it's going to need to come over since the motor needs to be shifted over a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, put everything back together, chain on, get it all lined up, and bust out the welder, start tacking things together. Alright guys, let's tack this sucker on. I think that's gonna do it. And I don't know if you guys can see it, we'll take the stock tensioner. I'll mount it somewhere about right here. Gotta get rid of that slack. Sick, I think this can work pretty good. Alright guys, and again, it's getting laid out pretty dark. I got my flashlight with me, so hopefully you guys will be able to see okay. Let's get up in there. Welds, stacked them on there though, so that should be pretty solid. Let's see if you can go in there. I relocated the stud for the tensioner. I brought that up. I don't know, you might be able to see that hole in there. It's kind of hard to see, but I moved the tensioner over a good 1.5 inches and moved it up. I went ahead and drilled a hole for the spring. That way it has somewhere to sit. And then I spaced the tensioner out. I still got to get a nylon lock nut for that. That way it doesn't come undone. But yeah, let's see if I can spin it around for you guys. Pretty excited. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video, since it's late and I have terrible lighting for the garage. Not a big deal. We're pretty much finished. We'll start with a new video next time. We'll get the far driver installed. I just got to make a bracket. We'll put it up underneath. Let's see if I can get in there. But you can see that gap in between the battery box and the frame. We'll put some steel strapping across. That way we can bolt it up underneath. And that way the wires will just run straight down into the battery box. And then of course come up to the handlebars for the throttle. But yeah guys, I'm super stoked. Unfortunately I ran out of time. I was gonna just slap on the far driver kit I got. Just sitting there waiting for it. But we'll get that next time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. To everybody who's already subscribed, appreciate you guys big time. And I'll see you next time. Peace.